He's an A student, said Andrew Anthony. Does he have plans to go to college? Yes, sir. And prior to that,
Yeah, he was going to be an astronaut, right? Which is what they say every single time. Every single time you have stories like this, is always the same thing over and over and over again. He was an astronaut in the making, right? He was going to go on to do amazing things.
It's a lot of coons in our community, and we're going to call them out. We're not going to let them walk past go. We're not going to let them go past, go and collect $200. We ain't going to let them do none of that. But we finna call them all out. We are a community. We are trying to stick together. That's what a lot of people are failing to realize. A lot of people have over time told the black community, oh, y'all don't know how to stick together. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do that. Well, look at us now. And they mad. Let's get into the video.
Carmelo Anthony says, touch me and see what happens. And at that point, there's some type of physical altercation. Presumably, Austin Metcalf had touched Carmelo Anthony. Now, what does that mean? At this point in time, we really don't know the nature of the touch that made Carmelo Anthony.
I mean, I don't care if it was a touch. I don't care if it was a scratch. I don't care if it was a punch. I don't care if it was a push. He told the boy not to touch him. And the boy touched him anyway. Now it's self-defense. However that roll, whichever way the carpet want to roll out, whichever way the door want to swing shut, it was self-defense at that point. Do not put your hands on me. Do not touch me.
Feel as if he could stab Austin Metcalf in the chest in self-defense, that would be a justified action. But according to witness testimony, okay, it is likely that at the time in which Carmelo Anthony had warned Austin, hey, touch me and see what happens, Carmelo Anthony had reached in his bag, okay, presumably grabbing a knife, and at that point, Austin pushed Carmelo, okay, the neck.
Are we not talking about where Hunter was? Hunter was Austin's brother. And I believe Hunter was twice the size as Carmelo. And Austin was a little bit bigger than Carmelo. Are we not talking about, maybe he feared for his life of being jumped by these two brothers that was bigger than him? One foul, one slip and foul the wrong way, your life can be ended in a fist fight. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So let's stop with the nonsense of he pulled the knife out, quote unquote, and he didn't have to do that. Man, if the boy felt his life was in danger, he did whatever he could to make sure and assure that he went home that day or that he survived. I have no problem with that.
The touching was a push or a shove, and at that point, Carmelo Anthony decides to stab Austin Metcalf in the chest. Okay, and then he ran away. He got caught by police, was arrested, thrown in jail, charged with murder. He's claiming self-defense, and now he has been released on bond. Okay, because a woke judge.
Now, when we can have summer interns come up, and they are every race, creed, color, gender, but they can see someone that looks like them on the bench. I think that is so beneficial because it's representation. And when they look at me, young kids, law students, whoever it is, I want them to say, if she can do it, I can do it too.
The very reason, clearly, is because Carmelo Anthony is black and Austin Metcalf is white, right? That's it. Because the race hustlers, a vast majority of them, their claims are not grounded in reality. They're making up stuff. They also don't really understand self-defense. They are not making good faith arguments for self-defense. And that's really what I want to talk about in this story, because what is happening is exactly what I said would happen at the beginning of this story. I told you guys that you're not.
So we're talking about the race hustlers. I wonder, has he been online lately? I wonder, has he even checked his comment section? Social media has been buzzing with these racist folks, and it ain't really been us. The opposition has been really active lately. the opposition has been very active the past few weeks. But Black Man, you excused that, didn't you? Let's continue.
Going to be able to argue with these people who are going to defend Carmelo Anthony because they're not defending him based off any type of logic, facts.
We're defending Carmelo Anthony for the same reason these same people, the oppositions, defended Kyle Rittenhouse and they defended Dylan Roof. This is what they do. The ones that look like us. This is what they do. Look, I don't have time for it. I'm going to call you out. Or you're a coon. But let's continue.
Law, nothing. It's just race. It's literally a racial thing for them. Okay. And that's clearly what is happening. Okay. Which kind of says a lot about race relations in this country. So I want to talk about that. I really do want to talk about that because some of the things that are just being made up by the race hustlers in order to defend Carmelo Anthony, again, it's wild, right? It's mind-boggling, to be honest with you. But again, this is what you do when you don't have a strong defense.
We're sticking together. We're doing what we're supposed to do. That boy got out of jail. He's back at home. And this is where we at. Nobody really truly knows the story. Yet everybody's talking like they know the story. And it's not the black people. The black people are just basically saying, hey, if you put your hands on me, then that's all I needed to do what I needed to do to you. We're not saying anything else. The black community basically understands that, hey, this dude Austin put his hands on this boy first. And he had a brother with him, a twin brother, and Carmelo felt like his life was in danger. That's where we at. We're not putting no more on the story or no less. We understand everything that's going on. But then you have these out-of-towners. They come with all these other what ifs and that shouldn't be, that's not right. The other boy should still be alive. Say, bro, we don't care. We don't care about that. That's not what we're here for. See, I'm gonna keep it real and live and uncut. We don't care about that. Condolences to him and his family. But we don't care about that. We understand our notion and what we're doing and what we do it for. We're on one side of the fence. We're riding with Carmelo. Period. Point blank.